Hey, hey, Libra, welcome back, welcome in. It is Laura, and we are going to get you a message for the new moon solar eclipse in Aries. This new moon solar eclipse is taking place on March 29th. This really is a pivotal moment connected to the Aries Libra axis that began back when the North Node shifted into Aries on July 17th, 2023. And so because you are a Libra placement, this might resonate for any major Libra placement, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, and North Node. But this is a huge eclipse, I think, Libra, where you are asked to release all of the shadow traits of the Libra qualities, which include people-pleasing, codependencies, seeking external validation. This eclipse really is all about dissolving illusions. And so boundaries might be blurred. And we get the breathe card out. It's a 29 card. And so this is a pivotal moment where you are closing out cycles, right? 29 is an anaretic degree. In astrology, it is the ending of a cycle. And it's so interesting because on the same day as the eclipse, we have Mercury retrograde leaving Aries and dipping back into Pisces, and it is going to immediately conjunct Neptune at that 29th degree, at that final anaretic degree. And so I do feel there's something here probably inviting you to take a step back, to go within. I feel there is this energy of receiving spiritual downloads. Maybe there's clarity coming through your intuition, and it might not make logical sense. And so I want to say there are some pretty significant energies at play here. And Spirit wants you to know you're going to have to take a step back in order to navigate this very powerful eclipse energy. This really feels like a major, massive energetic shift. I think you're being called into a deep transformation. And I do feel there's probably going to be a pretty significant karmic closure. But with a karmic closure, Libra, I want to say comes a big, bold new beginning. And I do think this is surrounding partnerships, especially if you are a Libra rising, right? This eclipse would most likely be happening in the 7th house of relationships. And so I just feel this is a powerful message saying you need to sit in the energy of prayer. You need to sit in the energy of stillness, right? Because that's what's depicted on this card. And you need to really hone in on the importance of being fully present in your energy, fully present in the moment, fully present in allowing all of these divine messages to flow through. You see the illumination around the crown chakra on this card. And so I feel a portal. I want to say a portal for receiving divine downloads. There could be an unexpected revelation connected to a relationship. There could be a karmic redirection here. And so this Aries energy is about action. It's about intense reorientation. And so you, I think, are being reminded by Spirit to pause, to self-reflect, to allow the wisdom of the universe within you to kind of settle. I want to say settle down before you make any decisions. And so with all of the lotus flowers, right, we see a couple lotus flowers here surrounding this feminine energy, and you might resonate as a divine feminine. This, I feel, is a symbol of divine enlightenment after some type of struggle, right? Struggle equals growth through facing challenges and adversity. And so what I want to say is this eclipse is a karmic reset. I heard completion. And so whatever spiritual downloads you're receiving, they are guiding you towards your next step. So I really want to touch a little bit on karmic debt 29. It does reduce to 11. 2 plus 9 equals 11. And so there is a master number here at play, which is connected to spiritual awakening, divine alignment, and justice. And so I do feel this is a card coming forward to representing a past life lesson here that has probably challenged you this lifetime, that does need to be resolved this lifetime. And so I want to say patience. I want to say trust in your ability to break free from an old karmic cycle here. And so I do think this cycle could point to a pattern of self-doubt or even over sacrificing, right? Libra, you are the sign of sacrifice, indecision, especially in relationships. And maybe you're struggling to assert yourself or assert your true desires here. But I do feel this eclipse is activating a reset, maybe in how you relate to others. I do feel this eclipse is kind of urging you to find your balance, to find independence within partnerships. And this can be romance, this can be business, this can be any kind of partnership, right? And so before jumping into the tarot, I do want to say, I think there's a really strong message coming in through your dreams, whether it's synchronicities, dreams, or intuitive nudges. It's really not a time of force. And so I don't know if you're pulling away from some type of community or an old type of structure of maybe where you've been doing things, or maybe you are being encouraged to go towards a spiritual community, but maybe you're feeling really, really withdrawn. I want to say withdrawal. It's an 8 card, and so another energy of karma, right? 8 is connected to infinity. It is connected to the energies of what goes around comes around. But I feel maybe it's time to go your own way. Oh yeah, look at that on the bottom of the deck below, the community in reverse. And so I just feel you're here to break traditional status quo molds that have been set in your life. And you're at that fork in the road. You're really at that pivotal fork in the road. And so we get almost like a rebirth process here. If you see on the card, we get the 13. And so there is a death quality. And maybe you're feeling like you're lacking the strength, the drive, and the courage to keep going forward. But I do feel you can't keep going back. If we look at this card, 2 arrows are going back. And it's time to go forward. It really is time to go forward here. And so I do feel maybe you're just completing a rebirth process of some sort. But let's get into the tarot here and let's see what other energy is unfolding for you connected to this karmic completion. And so it kind of come out sideways. Oh, I'm going to leave that right there, that 2 of Cups sideways. And so I think things could go either way here. Either way, we get this Ace of Cups. We get this King of Pentacles in reverse. Let's get one more out. But I do feel there's a karmic cycle connected to some type of relationship. There could be a separation between 2 people. There could be a possibility of coming together. But what I feel the big message is you are being asked to love yourself. You're being asked to pour into you. Bottom of the deck, we do get this 4 of Swords in reversed. I really love the depiction on this card. We see somebody here in the nest, in like a bird's nest. And so what I want to say is you got to get the bigger picture here. You got to embrace the higher perspective. We see the thread here. There's some type of entanglement, and I do think this is connected to the heart. And there could be a connection here where you are etherically connected in the ethers. And there's also this energy, I want to say, of nesting. And we all know what that nesting energy is. Well, most women know what that nesting energy is, where we go into cleaning mode and preparation for the birth of a child or the birth of something, right? And with the 4 of Swords in reverse, this can mean a revival. It really could mean a revival. And below this, we do have the 3 of Wands. And so the 3 of Wands is about manifestation, receiving a manifestation. And then below that, Libra, we get this Ace of Wands to the 6 of Wands. And so the 3 to the Ace, we got a 4 of Wands. The Ace to the 6, we almost got this energy of a 7 of Wands. And so I don't know if you're a little bit defensive here about receiving news or receiving an offer. But I do feel there's somebody here that might be feeling stuck. And I'm not quite sure that's your energy. And I just feel like this is a challenge, right? Whenever a card comes out sideways, Libra, it does present a challenge. So I don't know if there's some type of alchemy here. I don't know if you've been in separation with somebody for the last 3 years or so. I want to say 3 years with that Three of Wands. And now this very well could be the energy of a revival. It almost feels like I don't know, like it feels like an emotional renewal. Now, I don't know if this is just happening inside of you or if this is just like a deep intuitive insight that you might be receiving here, but the Ace of Cups is a big message about a new beginning in love. Even if this is just self-love, right? We see one person on the card, and I just want to say, like, look at where the cup is centered. She's heart centered. There's a need to open up your heart. There's a need to open up your heart in a profound way. Maybe you're not even able to receive an offer right now because there's a need to open up the heart. I do feel this eclipse is opening up your heart, Libra, and I do feel you've kind of got to allow this energy to pour in, and in order to open up the heart, it might require a purge. But with this King of Pentacles in reverse, the Seven of Cups in reverse, I just feel there's clarity here that is lacking. There could be clarity here that is lacking, or stability even that is lacking. And so I just feel you could be dealing with a person who has another person involved in their life, or you could be dealing with somebody here that is even struggling with commitment, or is inconsistent, or is even having financial security issues, or is maybe even feeling a little bit ungrounded, or is having issues with emotional security here. Or this could typically be a person that maybe does provide a solid foundation, but is right now feeling very ungrounded, or is portraying the energy of being unreliable, right? And so I just feel this is saying reality check. And I always find this card interesting. We'll flip it up, right, just to show you the energies on the card. And we see the snakes, we see the ladders, and most of us know that the game Snakes and Ladders from when we were children. And so I don't know if somebody's been playing a game. If this King of Pentacles in reverse has been playing a game, there's going to be, I want to say, a reality check here. But I feel there's going to be a revelation of what truly is kind of happening here with this King of Pentacles in reverse. If you find yourself dealing with an earth sign, a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, doesn't have to be an earth sign, but somebody that embodies the qualities of a King of Pentacles. But I just feel there's an illusion here, and there's a need to maybe see the truth of a situation, or maybe this king needs to see the truth of a situation. Swap it around. Don't cram yourself in. But I do feel this really is suggesting a need for somebody to have an open heart, because this is the energy of something very deeply fulfilling, right? And so this is really, I think, a revelation, right? Going within, receiving downloads, receiving a revelation here of what or who, I want to say what or who truly aligns with your long-term vision, connected to love and connected to partnership, right? Because we got this Two of Cups sideways. And so I just want to say, like, there's a connection here in limbo. It feels like there's a connection here in limbo. And so I do feel, though, there is still potential here for a revival, or a reconciliation, or even a deepening of a connection. But I just want to say, like, something feels like it's been left hanging, or somebody left you hanging, or somebody here has a hang up or something of the sort. But I do feel there's mutual love and energy here, and the possibility for some type of spiritual alignment. But I don't know if both of you are hesitant, or one of you is hesitant. It's almost like this person, oh, whoa, this person is lacking the full investment. I want to say they're unsure if they're truly ready to take that leap of faith, because this to me is saying big, big love. And maybe you're the one offering your cup of love here. And so there could be a relationship here. I want to say a relationship here that feels destined, but is so currently misaligned. And it could be due to external factors. It could be due to bad timing. It could be due to personal growth being needed, or somebody, like I said, being emotionally unavailable. So I think this eclipse energy is really asking you, Libra, to reassess. I think it's asking you to understand the importance of patience, right? Patience is a virtue. We can't force anything. We can't force anybody to grow up or to be ready. I do feel Spirit is really kind of urging you to ask yourself, is this relationship growing right now in the present moment, or are one or both of you stuck in hesitation? Because if something isn't growing right now, this might really signal the need to take action towards deep reflection, right? In combination with the breathe card here. So I do feel maybe you're going through a period of isolation, or even like I want to say emotional retreat, or you have been maybe for the last 3 months, 4 years. I don't know why I feel 3 and 4 is significant. But maybe it's time to emerge out of the nesting stage. Maybe you've already done that inner child healing and it's time to emerge. And I just want to say we can't wait around for people forever. So no more waiting. I want to say no more waiting. It's time for you, Libra, I think, to make a choice and to embrace the Aries quality, the opposite of your energy, and to take action to move forward. It's like you've got to step forward into the next phase of your journey. You can't keep waiting around, right? You've got to look ahead. You've got to be ready for this expansion, for a new experience. And I do think this is connected to your greater purpose. I really do. And so I think you're probably going to be finding yourself at a crossroads. That's really what it's feeling like, right? Because before the 3 is the 2, and maybe you've been stuck at that crossroads for the last couple of years and you just got to go forward, right? You can't wait around for people. We can't wait around for people that are stuck in stagnation. We have to get ourselves out of stagnation, right? But I feel we've got this Ace of Wands, 6 of Wands, and this is saying it's a beautiful confirmation, I want to say, of a new beginning, a spark being ignited, a creative spark, or even recognition for your efforts, right? There's something coming in here. I want to say victory, victory. So even if you're doubting yourself, even if you're doubting a reunion here or some sort, you are gaining clarity and you are gaining momentum. And so I do think this eclipse, it's probably stripping away illusions connected to this 2 of Cups sideways. And so I kind of feel you are receiving intuitive downloads. I do think you are being challenged here. And I do think the big challenge lies in this King of Pentacles in reversed energy, whether it's something or someone that isn't fully invested yet. I think the universe really wants you to ask yourself, is this connection truly in alignment, or is it time to move forward, right? Even if it feels destined, even if it feels like it's meant to be, maybe the timing is off. Are you waiting for this person to bring forward an external offer of stability, or are you ready to create your own foundation, right? Are you ready to create your own foundation? Because either way, there's new opportunities ahead. We get the Ace of Cups, we get the Ace of Wands, and there's a new beginning here. You don't have to stay in a place of uncertainty. You don't have to wait for somebody else to shift in a big way. You've just got to be open, I want to say, to the downloads and the intuitive nudges that are coming in, right? You don't have to wait, because I think Spirit really is leading you towards your highest path. So let's get a final oracle message to close off this reading. And let's see what needs to come through. Live your soul's purpose. You can't sit around and wait for somebody else to live your purpose for you or with you, right? And so there is a significant soul connection coming through that is part of your greater purpose. And I think right now, what you are encouraged to do, Libra, is embrace your purpose. Go full steam ahead with your purpose. And remember, we are here to demonstrate love and compassion in everything that we do, right? And so we can't wait around for somebody if we have a job to do. Ultimately, I do think you've put in a lot of hard work. Your hard work is about to pay off. So keep persevering through the challenges. There could be a solution just around the corner that can transform this situation. But I do think it's in the hands of the divine. And so right now, I think there's kind of like an energy of a gap where things are shifting below the surface and you're just being called to let it be. And that's what I've got for you, Libra. Let me know down below if this message resonated for you.